Yo, good day everybody again. Welcome to the Casual Report. I'm your boy JT, your host today. Jam is moving house or some shit or being a programmer. He told me earlier. I have no idea what he was saying to me. But we have the usual suspects in today. Bish is here. How are we, Bishop?
How's it going, man? You alright?
I am now, mate, because I'm fucking chilling, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Chilling, mate.
I do know what you mean.
What have you been up to?
Shocker, I have been playing Binding of Isaac.
Now, why are you lying to me, mate? I know you never play that game, you know what I mean?
No, never play it, never. No, out of all experiences, I've been getting myself back into streaming. I've been sorting out YouTube. Just basically all trying to get myself back into the streaming game, which has really been quite fun, actually. So
you've been buzzing.
That's what I've been. I have been buzzing. I have been buzzing.
So is that all you've been doing? Just Binding of Isaac and the Graft, or what?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
I appreciate that a lot. I can get behind that. Daniel, you're on the show again. How are we?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fucking immaculate, mate.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. You know what I mean? But Daniel, what have you been up to, mate?
Few bits, a few bobs. Basically, you probably already know. I've been playing Undertale.
Of course you have. How are you finding Undertale, mate?
Enjoyable, very enjoyable. I've just managed to get past Undying.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I think I'm at the latter stages of the game. I'm not 100% sure.
Nice. I don't know if you know this about me, Dan. I'm a man who likes Undertale. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buzz off it, mate. Have you played Deltarune yet?
Say again, sorry.
Have you played Deltarune?
No.
Part 1 of the Sea. I have no idea. It's good. You should play it.
I'll look at that. I've also been playing some Smash, which you're fuming about, obviously.
Mate,
You've only just found it today.
What was it? It was in a fucking drawer here at the back. I was like, mate, I was seething. But I'm like, so ecstatic, mate, when I found it. You know what I mean?
I bet you were. I bet you were. And to top it all off, I've been watching The Mandalorian, and I finally completed season 1.
How did you find season 1?
Oh, nice.
Very enjoyable. Very enjoyable.
I need to start watching those.
You do.
So good.
Focus,
really good.
What, you not watched it, Bish?
Look at that.
Bishop.
Very.
What did you say? Sorry.
You not watched it?
No, not yet. No, I need to get around to watching it.
You do,
I just
mate.
haven't got around to watching it.
Do you know something? I would actually go out on a whim and say it's better than any of the sort of spin-offs of Star Wars. Happily. It's that good. It's tremendous.
Rogue One's sick as well.
Rogue One's really enjoyable.
You can all.
But I'd happily watch The Mandalorian over that.
Yeah, I'll buzz off Rogue One. You can all do one. I know you like Rogue One, but you know what I'm saying.
To be fair, I just buzz off the Darth Vader scene. That's all I buzz off in that film.
Right.
It's just
that should have been right. When we go with some popular opinions, just say Rogue One to me, and I'll tell you one.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna put it there. What have I been doing? I hear you ask.
Yes. What have you been up to?
Been fucking. What have I actually been doing? I finished Call of Duty. Did I say that last time? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I'll finish that.
All I remember you telling us last time was that you were still playing Hades, and that's literally.
Speaking of Hades, gentlemen. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I've played a bit of Hades.
Little plug there.
No More Heroes and Blood of Zeus, which is really good Netflix anime Greek myth show. Go and watch it because it's great. And there's going to be a second series. I'm fucking buzzing. Shut up, NS, mate. Speaking of Hades, I hear you ask. Did a little comp thing over on Twitter. NS, mate. I'm announcing the winner right now. Are you ready, you guys? Are you ready?
Ready. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Drum roll, please. The winner is Lucy. I don't know. I'm not sure if she's watching. NS, man.
Lucy.
I wanted you to win. I was rooting for you, NS, but Lucy won. I'll do the whole Twitter thing later, and we'll sort that code out for her. Hope she has a good time on it. But gentlemen, shall we crack on?
Let's do it.
We're going to crack on, mate. First up, lads. I don't know if you know this, but Next Gen is out. Oh, that was lower than it was earlier. Alright, I'm just on the scores on the doors. Next gen started today. Did any of you buy an Xbox?
Nope.
This is irritating me. I'm having to die. And Big Phil Spencer didn't send us one, the tight fucker. You know what I mean? Can't believe that.
It's outrageous. It's just outrageous.
I just took it apart anyway, do you know what I mean? But well, NS mate, we love you. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Apart from that, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is out today. Any of you care?
I do a little bit, but like not enough to buy it. So.
Do you know something? I'm actually more excited about the fact I've got Syndicate back than I am Valhalla at the moment.
Okay.
That's how,
nice.
I've been, my friend has had Syndicate for nearly 2
1,000,000 years, mate.
I haven't played it, and now I finally get a chance to play it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, so how about you then, Jack?
I want to tell you a story.
Right.
That's what I do. I inform people. I tell stories. I annoy people as well. To be fair. Why are you doing that to me? Right, we're back. I think, guys. Sorry. I think my Streamlabs, yeah, fucking died. So, you know what I mean. What were we talking about? I can't remember. Assassin's Creed, right? Yeah. Right. You would. Yeah, that was it. Right, you were on about Syndicate, right? I played Odyssey, and asked me if I'm a man who buzzes off Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Of course I am. You know what I mean? It's the Greek thing. It's the fucking open, massive land. It's the fucking sailing on the stupid boats. I'm all over it, mate. So naturally, as this is a successor to that one, I'm more in than I would be if it was just one of the shit ones I didn't like. Does that make sense? Right, so on the old Metacritic, it's sitting at 81. Oh, it's gone off again. Why? In 2 seconds. This is a fucking. There you go. Buzzing. This is professional. This is the most professional you're getting, so just deal with 81. 35 reviews, ranging from another success in the series. We love that it's starting to look back at older, more classic elements of the franchise and finding ways to re-implement them in an ever-evolving, fresh-feeling new game. That's from the Daily Star. Let's look at one of the not so favourable ones. Game Revolution says Vikings may be a promising starting point, but Valhalla is aimless and bloated beyond recognition, making for a dull and par for the Norse installment in the franchise. That doesn't really give us anything to go on. A 50. I assume it's a 5. 50 it's on, so I assume it's a 5. Yeah, but Cubed saying that fans of the series are going to buzz off it, which is nice. Bishop, when was the last time you played Assassin's Creed? Oh, that one was shite, mate. Oh, I hate that one. Shit. Go on.
Right. Okay. So Assassin's Creed. No, I think Assassin's Creed Black Flag was the last one that I played, but I never really played all the way through it.
Black Flag. That was the fourth one. Right. Done.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's the technical fourth. I never said it was an Assassin's Creed game, but it's not really. It's a pirate game. But
I never played Unity. I never played Syndicate. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a few more there too. But yeah.
Yeah. What are the other ones done in between then?
Odyssey, Origins.
So if you count in like the sort of small stuff as well, there's Liberation that came onto console from PSP, which was awful.
Talking about the big releases, really.
But you had Unity, Syndicate, Origins, Odyssey, now Valhalla.
Odyssey's tremendous in every way. You can all.
I don't know. Out of the ones that I played, Assassin's Creed 2 is the best. Bearing in mind, of course, obviously I haven't played them all, so yeah.
Yeah, we should play Odyssey because it's fucking tremendous.
Casual Friday, mate.
If I ever get to meet you, Bish, I'll let you borrow Unity because I've got literally he gave me back Syndicate and Unity because I actually have Unity and played and completed it.
I think I played like 10 minutes of Unity and I really didn't like the look of it.
Is that the one with that's the French one, right?
It's the French one, yeah. It's
Yeah.
very. You know something? I think it had. It was the game where they tried to change up the whole style of the game. You know, like there was a lot of detective-based stuff and whatnot, and it worked. Some of it worked really well, but there was some really bad glitches in that game. Like faces would disappear.
Yeah, I remember the face with the. Well, it was just the girl, and it was just the eyeballs and the mouth and stuff.
Yeah. So it seems to be a thing that happens with Ubisoft games, if you've ever noticed.
Strange. I
But
noticed that.
yeah, the actual core gameplay is not bad. It's just I could see it's not to everyone's taste. I didn't mind it. But... What?
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Get it played, Bish. Get it sorted out. Jam, are you in Assassin's Creed Valhalla? If you're still there, probably not. Right, I like Star Wars and spaceship nonsense. No one cares. Right, lads, on with the show. Are you ready?
On with the show, let's go. What else are we talking about today?
You may have noticed, like we mentioned this before we got cut off, Xbox launch day. Buzzing. No one's buying one. No one here's buying one. If you did buy one, we hope you have a good time. Is there any reason to buy an Xbox at launch with no...
For PC gamers, no, not a chance.
Game, that's what I was trying to be nice, Bishop. Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I apologise. That was
the only
very
reason.
mean of me.
The only reason you'd buy a X or an S at the moment is Valhalla, evidently, and Yakuza. That was the one I was looking for.
Oh, Like a Dragon, yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
but that's on
that's technically out.
The Xbox One X and PS4 as well, right? Is that right? I've not made it up, have I?
I'm pretty sure it's Xbox exclusive to begin.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but it is on Xbox One.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all games are now being backwards compatible with the old consoles, right?
More or less.
Quickly, how do you feel about
that? I like it as long as it doesn't take up too much of the resources.
I agree. Like a Big Daddy Phil says, just a slider, isn't it?
I must admit, like, there's been some interesting things from the PlayStation side of things in my eyes, because I don't know if you've actually noticed or you've logged onto your PlayStations at all today, but they've added PS5 remote play.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, basically allows you to basically if you've got a PS5 in one room, you can then go onto your PS4 and remote play it from that room, which
that's cool.
That's really cool, to be honest.
Yeah, that's really
cool, mate.
So yeah, that'll be quite a good thing to have.
All right, but yeah, if you're enjoying an Xbox Series X or Series S today, let us know. Chat, Twitch, YouTube.
And to anyone who actually wants an Xbox, Currys do still have S's available.
Oh man, on the inside has spoken.
X's are not available, but S's are, yes.
I think a lot of people are trying to get Xboxes and PS5s for Christmas, and obviously it's just everything is just selling out like crazy. It's just all selling out like hotcakes, and obviously because of coronavirus as well, the demand is even higher because everyone's playing games these days. And then there's the fact that you can only buy them online pretty much, or at least I think only Sony consoles you can buy online. I think if that's the case, I think that's what they stated. So it's there's a lot of people panic buying the consoles and stuff, trying to get them ready for Christmas and stuff like that, which is fair play.
Also, sorry,
no, it's fine.
Xbox Live is down at the minute.
Well, okay, that's interesting.
From what I can gather.
Well done, Mike.
Let me just have a move. We're aware that users are currently unable to sign into Xbox Live on various platforms. The right teams are looking into the issue and we're working on a fix. So don't panic. It's going to be fine. It probably won't be fine. But,
do you remember the days when PlayStation's network just went down nearly every week?
I have a Sony PlayStation online story, which I'm not going to get into now. Bishop, you know what I'm on about. Jam,
I do.
Jam, you know.
I don't.
I totally
Daniel.
forgot. I completely forgot about that story as well.
I haven't got. I mean, I might do on Thursday, mate, but we've got a packed show today, so I can't be
we have got
talking
a very
about.
packed show today, guys. Let's go.
Right.
What's next?
Xbox still. Disney Plus free trial for Game Pass. Game Pass Ultimate subscribers. If you are a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber and you just get a free trial for Disney Plus for a month.
So when you said Disney Plus, you meant the Mandalorian. Right?
Mandalorian show for a month. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wait for it all to be out, and then just use my subscription pass thing and then just watch it. Always thinking, my friend.
Always thinking. If you can get something for free, then
exactly. Yeah. Then Game Pass again, just showing it's value for money all day.
Absolutely.
You can all just do one. Do you know what I mean? It's value for money. I'm not having this.
It's amazing.
Speaking of,
really
on
is.
the subject Game Pass, ins and outs. Are you ready?
Go on.
It's quite a lot, so I'm just going to be quick. We spoke about this before the show. I think was it before the show? Were we on? I can't remember. I think it was before. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered's coming to PC, which may be a casual Friday game because I fucking can't stand Final Fantasy VIII. So that might be quite funny.
Okay.
Is that going to 2? I'm just gonna scroll down. This is from the horse's mouth. EA Play's coming to Game Pass. Danny, you buzzing?
No, because I've already got it on PlayStation.
I'm buzzing. I don't have EA Play.
I paid for a year of it. So
oh, you're seething, mate.
It's still great though.
Don't get me wrong. For all of you guys, buzzing.
Buzzing.
Spot on.
Yeah.
You've got access to some really good games, especially in the fact I keep on talking about it, but I don't care.
You got
Fallen Order,
Sims 2. You've got
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order's on there today.
Mirror's Edge
just come onto there. You know, Mass Effect Andromeda. In fact, I'm pretty much sure all the other Mass Effects are on there. Mirror's Edges.
It was already a good deal in the first place, so to put it on Game Pass,
just keep piling shit on it, and it's just it's coming like a no-brainer. Do you know what I mean?
It's just they are finding ways to consistently never ever stop you from taking that taking Game Pass and cancelling it. It's just such good value for money, and I don't think many people, if anybody, is cancelling, and it's just insane.
I ain't cancelling it.
No, there's no need to cancel because it's just such good value for money.
I was about to say that Destiny 2 Beyond Light's a big one as well. Beyond Light's only just been released. So that's a big thing because they've got obviously Destiny 2 on there anyway.
The one's coming soon, or this article's like a couple of days old, so they might be out today or yesterday. Gears Tactics is on Android and console. But have you played Gears Tactics?
No, but I know.
As the resident Gears of War fan, ask me if I have.
Have you?
I have, yes. Ask me if I like it.
Did you like it?
I did actually. It was good. Upgrades were cool. I mean, the UI was. Are you a fan of your RPG? So your top-down sort of. Not really.
RTSs.
They're not my go-to game, but I enjoyed it. Whether I only enjoyed it because it was in the Gears of War universe remains to be seen. But do you know what I mean? I'm
on the other end of the spectrum on that one. I love my RTSs. I love them.
Can you do me a favour then?
Sure.
Have you got Game Pass?
I haven't, but I'm probably going to be getting it. I can get back at some point soon.
Yeah. When you get Game Pass back, will you play this and tell me if I'm on crack because it's Gears of War or it's actually a genuinely good game?
I will give it a go.
I would appreciate that.
I'll give you my.
To be fair, a lot of people have said it's quite enjoyable and it's quite good.
So by splash damage, you did bring. Is it Blink or Bring? I can't remember what it's called, but. It
reminds me of sort of like the whole Halo Wars premise a little bit.
Yeah, the original Halo Wars was great.
Yes,
you not like the second one, Bish?
Say again, sorry.
Did you not like the second one?
The second one wasn't as good, but it was still good. Campaign was very good.
Buzzing. So
other than that,
yeah, definitely, man. Next. Go on, Bish.
I was just going to say, there has never, ever been a better time to be an Xbox user.
Never.
Ever. There just never hasn't.
Ever.
I
agree,
been a
100%.
time better than this.
I would actually say that your statement's correct, but not just Xbox, but for PC as well. Because obviously,
Correct.
a lot of us, obviously, we have an Xbox, we have a PC, but the fact that we can just play games on your PC after playing it on your Xbox and stuff like that, it's mad. It's bonkers, but it's amazing.
It is
what Microsoft is doing right now.
Completely agree.
Agreed. So that was out yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Today you can get Destiny 2 Beyond Light, which is the expansion, right, Dan?
That's right.
It's literally just released yesterday, I think. So that's a big move.
It's available
from
now. Yeah. Planet Coaster's there. Tetris Effect Connected, which is a big fucking. I'm in. Like that's on console and PC. Final Fantasy VIII Remastered, which is a fucking shite game, but I'll fight anyone who tells me otherwise. But I'm going to play this on stream on Casual Friday.
Strong opinions here on the Casual Report, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't get me started on Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, I'll be here all day. Ghana 2, that's on Android. Streets of Rogue is on PC. That's on the 12th. Both of them on the 12th. Ark Survival Evolved. Now, do any of you play that?
No, but it was a very big thing on the PC for a very long time.
It was.
I once played it with my friend, and we ended up throwing shit at each other.
A few.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, no, it's very it's an interesting game. It's not something I can really get into because it's not got much to it, but I can understand why people like it because it's very almost Minecrafty, but in a different world almost.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. And Bishop, mate.
Yeah.
Big one here. Well, I think it's a big one. Halo 4 Master Chief Collection on PC. Is that what you whistle, mate?
So so this was announced a few days ago that Halo 4 will be joining the Master Chief Collection on the 17th of November. Sorry. This is great news. They did some flighting a few weeks ago. Apparently, it all went really well. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. If I'm honest, I haven't played Halo 4 since when it was originally released on the Xbox 360. So I would like to go back and play this again with frames, with an actual frame rate that's actually presentable enough to be able to play the game. Because originally it was extremely bad in terms of frame rate because it was pushed onto the Xbox 360 as opposed to being in
I heard it ran like a bit. I heard it ran shit at the start. I think they fixed it, didn't they? Is that right?
If you play split screen on Halo 4, you would not be able to play it. Like it was that bad. It was just such. I don't understand what made Microsoft push 343 to release that game on the Xbox 360. I just don't understand it. It was, in my personal opinion, I think it was more greed than anything else. But
it's Wedge.
Yeah, it was a really bad choice because I think genuinely, as a Halo game goes, it wasn't too bad. I wouldn't say it was the best Halo game in the world, but it was still a very good game.
Yeah, solid entry in the series, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, and I think they tried to do things different. They tried to change things and make things different. The story was okay. The only thing I'd say that I really didn't like about Halo 4 was the Forge. Was the map maker.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, these are just personal gripes, and I think I would like to try it and go back and experience it. So more than likely on my streams at some point soon, I'll probably go back and play those.
Mate, we're in.
Excited for that.
We're in.
Definitely.
Don't you worry, we're in. Yeah, so that's on the 17th, which is a week today. Then 2 days later, you can get River City Girls, which is a fucking mint game. Just go and play that. And Star Renegades on the 19th as well. Plus the Disney Plus thing, and then leaving soon is Darksiders 3, Munchkin, the Talos Principle, and Trax, the train set game. They're leaving on the 16th. So there you go. Okay. There's your Game Pass ins and outs.
It's pretty decent.
Still a cracking deal, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dan, do you have Game Pass?
Yeah, of course.
Of course you do, mate. Of course you do. Now, lads, I'm just going to let you two take the wheel on this next one, because I have no idea. I know Shepard is, I know Rex is, and I know, is it Garrus?
Garrus, yeah.
I'm out there after that.
Everybody loves Garrus.
I can't remember anything. But on Saturday it was what is it they call it? NS7 day. Is that right?
And it was N7 days.
N7 days. That's the one. Yeah. Thank you. And I've got NS on the mind. Do you know what I mean? So BioWare has announced Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is the first 3 Mass Effect games in a nice little cheeky bundle. Gentlemen, why should we care? Go for it.
Dan, I'll let you go
2
first
seconds,
on this
Dan,
one,
2 seconds. This is from, I got this article from Eurogamer, Wesley and Paul. Go for it.
So why should everybody care?
Why should I give a shit,
because
mate?
Mass Effect is immense. The best way to describe it is it's a collection that I hold very, very dear to my heart. It's the story of these games. Arguably the third not so great, but the first 2 absolutely immense. And the fact that they're putting a bit of love into it, well, I'm hoping they put a bit of love. They've been very
Hard.
They haven't said a lot about it. They've only shown sort of like a nice fancy trailer of some characters coming into scene, haven't they? Essentially, so so there isn't a lot to go off whether it is going to be a remaster per se or a remake.
It's a remaster. It's a remaster. They've stated it's a remaster.
All right. Okay. So it's just going to be enhancements for the latest things. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but for me, like I'd happily just jump back into the original games anyway. I'm not that fussed about graphics, so it's one of those things.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you like to add, Bishop?
So, okay. My kind of opinions on this.
Let's go.
This game, right, the remaster of this shouldn't be a remaster, it should be a remake. My biggest problem with Mass Effect 3 was the ending, and I'm pretty sure a hell of a lot of people will agree with me.
That was a glorious
The ending of Mass Effect 3 was so bad that unfortunately it kind of ruined the whole series. And because of it, even with the extended cut, which by the way was awful too, it just all of it was just so...
about this, are you?
Yeah, I honestly, this was the one for this fumed so many people on the internet. Honestly, go watch some YouTube videos on Mass Effect 3's ending.
I remember the day.
Hilarious.
I remember very well.
It was in uproar. I'm pretty sure it was on the news at one point because so many people were in uproar about it. And like, I'm pretty sure EA got the worst company of the year because of that, because of this, because of the ending of Mass Effect 3. Everyone was so upset about it. But the thing is that there were a few things that I personally, when all of that went on with the Mass Effect 3 ending, people were giving alternative story ideas as to what
I remember this
happened
as well.
and yeah, and there was one that really stuck with me, and it was that Shepard was indoctrinated by the Reapers.
Borderline spoilers. I'm just going to say it.
I'm pretty sure most people have seen the end of this game.
I have no idea. So
if not, then what are you doing? Go play them.
I have my theories.
They are amazing. As much as I am now ripping at Mass Effect 3's ending, the rest of Mass Effect 3 was incredible, and all of the rest of the games are incredible too. So go play them. They are incredible games. I'm just very passionate about this particular subject because they are things that are dear to my heart. I love this series with a passion.
I'm surprised Sam doesn't like it.
The fact that I want this game to be a remake is I want it to feel special again. I want it to have I want it to have a really amazing effect on me playing through them again. And I just don't think that a remaster with a few extra textures and maybe slightly better graphics is.
You want it retconned, mate, and you know you do.
Yeah. I don't know. In my personal opinion, Mass Effect has had so much love and attention to detail put into it, and for them to just go ahead and just make a retextured hash of the games makes me feel like they're being lazy. I don't know. I mean, that's just my personal take on it, and I know for a fact that other people will disagree with me. They have also announced that they're adding a few new items, like few new weapons and stuff like that, like a weapons pack into the game too, for those of you that are interested. And I don't give a rat's ass.
Bishop doesn't care about that.
I just don't care at all. Like, the fact of the matter is that I want to be able to experience Mass Effects, the Mass Effect series in the best way possible. And I just don't think this is going to work. I've always been against remasters.
I bet you love remasters, don't you lie?
The one thing I will give them though, go and watch that trailer. Go watch the announcement trailer for Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and listen to the soundtrack. It is amazing, like absolutely spot on. It's so good. It brings back the feels, and it's incredible. Other than that, that's really all I'm excited about. the announcement got me really buzzing for like 5 minutes, and then it all kind of just kicked in my head. Like,
yeah, the realization that it is just a remaster, not a remake, and that I something tells me you'll happily go back and play it again.
Of course I'm going.
Because you love it, but you're going to go through that ending again, and you're just going to go...
I can't wait for this, by the way. I'm going to I can't wait to... What was everyone crying about? Let's have a look.
You know something? Casual Friday will just be Bishop's reaction to the end.
Yes, lads. I have quotes from Casey Hudson, the boss of BioWare, by the way. Sit back. He says, for many months now, our team at BioWare has been hard at work updating the textures, shaders, models, effects, and technical features of 3 enormous games. So, Bishop, I'm sure you're happy about that. So, our goal was not to remake or reimagine the original game, but to modernise the experience so that fans and new players could experience the original work in its best possible form. Bishop.
It's just so lazy.
You're fuming. I have more Mass Effect news, though, to be fair. Because that's what I do. I just bring...
Yeah.
Where are we now? They've also announced on their blog that there is a new Mass Effect game coming.
Yes, I didn't really read much into this because I'm pretty sure they didn't really give much details.
They basically just said, yeah, there's a new one coming. See you later, lads. Sound, bye. That's basically what they said.
We kind of all expected that was going to be the case anyway, right?
There you go. Meanwhile, here at BioWare, a veteran team has been hard at work envisioning the next chapter in the Mass Effect universe. That's pretty much what they've said.
That's all they've stated.
Yeah,
they've not said anything about the backstory or the scene.
Question to you, Pear.
Yeah.
Have you played Andromeda?
Yeah, yes. We have. We both
completed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
we both completed them, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Dan? But not as much as the other 3.
Oh, that goes without saying. Dan?
Here we go. I don't think it's a bad game. I do not.
Okay, so
I think it's
at least good, right? Is that what we?
It's an enjoyable experience.
Okay, we'll go with that. Bishop, do you agree?
What I will say is, I feel like it was overshadowed by the first 3 games.
Yeah, it's just
agreed.
If Andromeda came first, and then the other games came after, I reckon it would have been a good part of the storyline. I think it would have been fine.
Right.
It's just I think everyone got so hyped up about Shepard that I think just the loss of him in Andromeda just kind of just took away from the game. I think. Plus, I mean, I'm not going to go too much into detail of this, but the ending of Andromeda is also terrible too. The fact that I'm just gonna straight up say this: the last boss gets killed off in a cutscene.
Right.
You don't actually fight the last boss.
You're human.
What kind of lazy?
You're rattled about this. I can tell, mate.
What kind of lazy development is that? Sorry, Dan. Go on.
I do just want to make a point. I don't know if any of you saw this, but on the bottom half of this article about the new game, there's actually a picture. A teaser.
Yeah.
Is that
not from?
Is that concept or is that?
What is that from?
It's a piece of concept art. It's definitely
not.
I'm
going to back up on the screen because I'm not sure where it's from.
But I am seeing a Solarian in there. So
Dan, translation. What does that mean?
Take
Solarian
what you will.
A race of alien. In the game.
I think I technically see a Solarian and a Krogan.
Not a Krogan, that's Rex, right?
Yeah, that's Rex.
Yeah, Krogan is the...
Yeah, so obviously it's set in a generation of the original, if this is to be believed.
Sound. I have a question though about this.
Go on.
Would you want a Mass Effect like fresh? Like, say a new Mass Effect game. Would you want them fresh fresh ingredients, or would you want a continuation of Andromeda, or would you want to go back to Shepard and?
I'm pretty sure the general consensus is that Andromeda needs to die inside a burning fire and never be seen again. It's not necessarily my opinion. I'm just saying that's the majority of the community's opinion.
Consensus.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know exactly how they're going to play this off. I think if they suggest that it's a continuation from Andromeda, they will probably lose a lot of people.
Right, so just to be crystal clear, you don't want Andromeda 2?
No.
Dan?
No.
Right,
so out of the other two options, a fresh one or a Shepard one, which one would you want?
Shepard, but the problem is because of how Mass Effect 3 ended, we don't actually know how that would go about. Then again, they'll say that Halo. I say that, but Mass Effect 2, pretty much the first 10 minutes is just him being killed and then brought back to life again. So I mean, I don't know. They can pretty much make up any shit, can't they? It's Mass Effect. So
I was gonna say you could, depending on your ending. You saw that Shepard was still alive under some rubble.
Yeah, that's true because of the breathing, and yeah.
Yeah, so there is a possibility of it going back.
How the hell are they going to turn those 3 endings into a consistent storyline for the next game, though? That's what I'm concerned about.
I gotta be honest with you, lads. I have no idea what you're talking about. So I'm just gonna let this flow, mate. Let's go. Go on, Dan. How are they going to do that, mate?
It's very difficult.
It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult.
We're not. Me and Bishop are not developers. We've probably got ideas in our brain of how we would want it to go out, but it's different to what the creators would actually do.
The fact of the matter is, we could be here all day talking about this. This is a topic 100%. That me and Dan are extremely passionate about, and we could talk about this literally all day. We've got a lot more to go through in the channel today. So let's move on.
Just before we move on.
Go on.
The question still stands: would you Mass Effect 4 or Mass Effect? I'm looking at galaxies now, trying to find one. Mass Effect Milky Way or whatever. I don't know. I don't know idea.
I would like another Shepard game.
Another Shepard.
I think I'm ruling for Shepard.
Are we Fem Shep or Male Shep?
I've always been male.
I'm Fem Shep.
See, Fem Shep has the better voice actor, and you can fucking like.
I think both the voice actors are incredibly talented in Mass Effect. Actually.
But it's Jennifer Hale, so she's gonna.
Yeah, she's incredible. Her voice acting is incredible.
Yeah,
I will straight up say.
She tweeted me once, by the way. Don't know if you care about that. Yep.
That's sick.
There you go.
I don't know why, but every time I think of Shepard's voice, I just think Gamer Poop.
I love that YouTube series.
Something like that. Right, enough nonsense about.
Let's move on.
Enough nonsense about Mass Effect. We have PS5 reviews have dropped, guys. Don't read the Kotaku one; it's nonsense. But are you ready? What's this? Do you know what I've done? I've copied and pasted the wrong article. Give me a second.
I think I've seen these reviews though.
Yeah, just Bishop.
Yeah, I think
Are you happy?
Yeah, I reckon so. The one thing that I'm most concerned about is people that have bought a Xbox Series S.
Oh, why is that?
It seems to me that there was a few reviews there that were like, this the console will do well for its first maybe year or so of the cycle or whatever, but they're worried about the longevity of the console.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I kind of saw that coming because if you think about it, the Xbox Series S is it's a less.
Is it going to have the juice in 2 years? You mean, yeah?
Basically, yeah.
I know what you mean.
But then again, they were saying that we've got things like the Switch, which have really low hardware specs and still are like incredibly popular today. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I must admit, from a perspective, the PS5 is... We knew it was going to do well, and I'm just glad to see it sounds like it's going to turn out.
These reviews seem pretty favourable. I'm not going to read it all because Richard Ledbetter, I don't know if you watch Digital Foundry over on the YouTube. Nerdy as fuck, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? So
that's cool though.
Yeah, he's saying sound as fuck. He's done all these performance tests versus the fidelity test, which is the frame rate versus the substance thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the PS5 and PS4 Pro as well. It seems pretty standard. Bishop. I think I'm the only day one person here for PS5 online. Is that right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Last line says it all. PlayStation 5, that's terrific. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, it just seems to work. Apparently, you can get
I think the biggest thing that I'm most excited to try is the load times.
Yeah, because
I just want to see the load times because it's something that I'm interested in. Because if you remember rightly, back before I kind of went away from the casual report for a while, I was talking about this was before we kind of got the kind of them properly announced properly. And one of the things that I was most concerned about was how well they're overselling the hard drives and the SSDs and how and how quickly they actually load up. I want to actually for myself go in and see how much faster the load times are compared to what they used to be.
What's next gen about, Bishop? Convenience, mate.
Convenience, absolutely, yeah, convenience.
So the gist is sound quick, runs your old PS4 games really good. Like one of the first things I'm doing when I get my PS5 is what, Bishop? What game am I going to load?
Demon's Souls.
Well, I'm probably going to get that.
Bad.
You still more? Yeah. How dare you?
No, because I'm thinking there's only really two PS5 exclusive, not even exclusive. Because Masters on PS4 in it, so.
Morales.
It's only really Demon's Souls, which is on PS5 exclusive, which is the big. And I'm gonna get it, I think, because I watched the trailer of it earlier. There's a big fucking monster in it. I'm like, I'll fucking buzz off that, mate.
Mate, honestly, Demon's Souls is incredible.
So yeah, and I might stream it so you can watch me get fucking my ass handed to me.
I'm happy with that.
So yes, it's hard as well, isn't it? Is it? Did you play Demon's Souls, Bish? Did you play that one?
I played the original. Yeah, the original was.
Is it on the Dark Souls hard scale?
The original was probably harder than Dark Souls.
So we're going to put it at the top of the pile, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
All right, I'm in. Let's go. I'm in.
It's but the thing is, this is a remake, not a remaster, so it's going to be different.
Mate, it looks clean.
It looks incredible. That game looks absolutely stunning.
I'm not sure about 70 notes, which is the one that's. Do you know what I mean?
The thing that we unfortunately we have to get used to this now.
Yeah,
because this is the norm.
Can I just interject before? I know what you're going to say. I'm just going to interject first. Is this going to take away microtransactions if the game prices go up?
No.
Go on, mate.
No,
100% it won't do. And the only reason why it won't do is because, unfortunately, AAA titles are becoming more and more expensive to build now because the demand for better games is just through the roof. It's skyrocketing. But because of that, they have to put more time and more money into, actually getting people to, getting big artists and big animators and programmers and all this kind of stuff to actually make their games.
Worlds they build a bigger and a more detailed and all that shit. So
absolutely, but because of that, they have to up the price. Otherwise, they're just not going to be able to sustain themselves.
Oh yeah, I mean I get it, but I mean that's why we had microtransactions, right? That's why the games stayed.
That was originally why I think my I don't know.
You know as well as I do.
Yeah.
Wedge, mate, off them.
Yeah, of course.
Wedge.
Yeah, of course. Any way that they can get money, they will try and they will try and do it.
Think of it this way. Look at GTA Online. Look at how much money that has made from microtransactions.
Cojones, that's bullshit.
It'll never go away. It's only going to get worse, to be brutally honest, because obviously
I don't know. There has been a few really big fights recently for microtransactions, in terms of microtransactions.
It's dependent on the actual type, isn't it? The loot boxes are a big no-no because it's technically gambling.
I think Belgium,
exactly.
Hawaii...
There are countries that are actually actually stopping that from happening.
Did we speak
Rocket
about
League
Denmark
has changed
properly?
theirs.
Yeah.
Rocket League changed their gambling system. Obviously, Star Wars Battlefront 2 as well was the biggest one.
EA have been caught for that, haven't they? They've had to pay a fine, didn't they, and whatnot for loot boxes and whatnot.
Was that Denmark? Was that we talked about the other week, weren't we? Was that Denmark? or somewhere,
we were talking
somewhere
about that,
in Europe somewhere. I'm glad.
Just straight up, we shouldn't stand for it. Do you know what I mean? We just shouldn't stand for microtransactions.
I mean,
no.
If it's a free game, I'm like, fine, do what you want.
That's fine. Yeah.
But if I have to pay 70 quid to get in, then you're gonna nickel and dime me. We're gonna have a problem. Do you know what I mean? I fucking hate it. I hate it. But what are we talking about? Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about Demon Souls? Because I haven't bought it yet, right? Is that why we're talking about it?
You need to buy it.
Yeah, you were talking about day
buy
one
that,
for PS5.
Yeah, we'll go for it. That if I've got enough wedge, we'll go Spider-Man as well, but we'll see. Because I need that Spider-Verse suit, you know what I mean?
Looks great, that game does.
In my life. Because it's fucking glorious. Speaking of the PlayStation, have I got tidbits, lads? You know what I mean? Have I got tidbits? There's some bloke whose name I can't pronounce, who's been talking in an interview with AV Watch. Where are we now, lads?
That is Hideaki Nishino.
Dan's the fluent in Japanese, so we're going to go with that. This is another name I can't pronounce. Muneka Nishida, I think, from AV Watch. He had an interview and he's spoke about the old 1440 thing, and he says Sony have no plans to implement the 1440p resolution due to TV sets being the highest priority. Now, lads, is that an issue for you, or do you care? Or
we talked about this last week, didn't we?
Yeah, but just quickly.
It's annoying a few people, and I will tell you why.
So I was going to play on this monitor right in front of me, which is 1440p, but I'm going to play at 1080p, and it's going to annoy me.
Yeah, so I've got two mates. One of them who has been taking tidbits of advice from me because he's buying a new monitor. He's wanting something quite big, ultra wide, all this mumbo jumbo.
Buzz off an ultra wide monitor,
he's looking to get a PS5 in the future. And when I told him about the 1440, he just lost his shit.
Yeah.
Then I've got my other friend who's upgrading his PC, who's getting two 27-inch monitors. He was looking at 1440p. I told him to get 1080 because if you're wanting to play that pristine PS4, PS5, whatever you're gonna do, you'll be screwed otherwise. So,
question.
Yeah.
I can't seem to find it on this article. Could I play 1080p on my 1440 monitor, or is it just the monitor that's not going to work?
No, so what I'm led to believe is that just because you've got a 1440p monitor doesn't mean it won't work.
Yeah, it's going to
have to run it on a lower resolution.
It's going to be 1080, right? That's what I understand.
Yeah.
Right.
How much of a big deal is this? Really?
It's annoying me a bit because I was going to play it on my 1440 monitor and I can't. I've got to play it on 1080p. That's the only reason. I'm not.
How much of a difference can you? How much of a difference could you tell?
I could tell. I could probably tell if I had it on 1440, then went down to 1080. But if it's 1080 in the first place, I'll probably be all right. I'm just throwing fuel on a little.
It's slightly nitpicky.
I'm throwing fuel on an ember, mate. I'm not really too bothered, but I'm just a bit annoyed that it's not an option. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
It's supposed to be convenient, mate.
I was going to say that there's we had this discussion. We said that we're talking of we'll use 100% of people. About probably 15 to 20% have 1440p monitors. If you look at the statistics, 1440p monitors that's now starting to get popular because obviously they're getting cheaper.
My one's tremendous, by the way. I'm just going to throw it out
there. You've got
reason
one.
Why it's getting cheaper though, clearly.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
But it is a game console. It's a console that's supposed to go into your TV.
99% of people play consoles on TVs.
Exactly.
I get it.
So the point is that yes, it's going to be a little bit annoying, but at the end of the day, people shouldn't make too much of a faff because you're supposed to play it on your TV anyway. Simple.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true.
But I can understand your premise.
Yeah.
I can understand why you'd be
probably got to play on the TV anyway behind me, which is 4K. I'm not too fussed.
I was going to say, if you've got a 4K TV, why would you be bothered?
There's a 4K monitor there as well. I'm just being a fucking... I'm just being funny.
Okay.
And he's talking about VR as well. Where are we? Where's the article? I can't find it. There it is. Sorry, guys. He says, I would like to expect the PS5 to have a VR experience that is appropriate for the PS5. So I think he's saying there that there is a PS5, PSVR 2 thing in development, which we'll see in a few years. That's what I'm getting from that. Do you agree?
I would assume so, because
I'm reading between the lines, mate. You know what I mean?
We are now getting to the stage where VR's now starting to make a breakthrough, especially with this Quest 2, is it? I think.
Oculus Quest 2.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
out of
heard
VR.
that is a fantastic piece of kit. A lot of people I know have actually gone out and actually bought that.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'd get, to be fair, if I was going to buy a VR headset.
Obviously, like, you don't need a PC to run it. It's literally a standalone device, so it's really, really useful. So yeah, I could understand why Sony would be making a new headset.
Quick question: How do we guys feel about the VR? Because so it's been quite a long time now since VR really started kicking off in the in the industry, and genuinely, it's one that we haven't really talked about for a very, very long time, and I feel like it's kind of due for a talk again, because it's like it's one of those things that has kind of when we first heard about it, we thought it was going to be a gimmick that just was going to be like a Kinect thing, and now that it's slowly but surely been gradually improving bit by bit, day by day, and now the prices have dropped. People are buying them more. People are using them in their content daily and YouTube and stuff like that. And it really is. It's kind of interesting to see how the VR has kind of stuck around.
I gotta be honest, I thought it was going to just come and go quicker than this, and I didn't think companies like Facebook and
I originally thought that I wasn't behind it. I said I'm not overly bothered, because it's the same with everything. It's the same with the flip phones nowadays, the foldables, all that stuff. Yeah. Give it time, and it'll grow.
Yeah.
Unless you Google and you.
Unless it's 3D TVs, which can go burn in hell.
Yeah. And I basically said that give it 5, maybe 10 years, and I think VR will actually be quite popular. It's now starting to gain traction because we're not hooked up to our PCs, we're not hooked up to our mobile phones anymore. We're actually able to run these consoles just from
bang straight on.
I mean, it's insane how technology has advanced so much over the years. I mean, for instance, Google, turn off my lights. Okay, Google, turn off my lights. Like stuff like this. I can use my voice. Okay, Google, turn on my lights. Stuff like this is just insanely useful in the day and age we live in. A lot of people maybe don't use the software and use the stuff, but you've got voice assisted stuff like Google and all these incredible things, and things are just getting more and more advanced, and technology is now part of our day-to-day life, whether we like it or not.
Do you know,
it's just really interesting.
The one thing I will say is I am absolutely gobsmacked that there hasn't been more talk of smart assistants integration with these two consoles,
Interesting, yeah.
Because obviously, like, we know Microsoft and Cortana haven't had a really good time. They're now starting to merge in Alexa and stuff like that because they know their smart assistants a bit.
More people have Alexa. Well, more people use it, I should say.
But Alexa is now starting to gain traction. So is Google, obviously. And I'm actually really surprised they haven't tried to integrate that in, because obviously get Google to turn your console off, get it to maybe switch on a game, that sort of stuff. 'Cause, like, even now, like, I've got Google Home Mini and I can get that to link up to my TV and tell it to turn it on and all that stuff.
I've got that as well.
So yeah, so why not consoles? That really did surprise me.
We're sat here talking about the next generation of consoles and how this generation is about convenience, and it's not just consoles that have improved over the years. It's there's so much more out there too, but consoles, as you said, are definitely advancing, and it's great. It's like the car industry, like the car industry started off.
Don't even go there.
Don't even go there. These days, the car industry is more about improvements to small details. The improvements to the quality as opposed to the quantity.
It used to be just electric windows and central
stuff like that. Gadgets.
What's it called?
And stuff like that.
Air conditioning, sorry, central heating.
Central heating, stuff like that. Yeah. And obviously you've got the eco-friendly cars and all that kind of stuff. And obviously this isn't a car show, but you get my gist.
It's a bit of car show.
It was just something I wanted to talk about. VR is something that's interesting and kind of
it's going to branch out. I think.
I mean, like,
go on, Dan.
Sorry, you continue, mate.
I was like, imagine going up into space and putting a VR headset on and just looking at like the fucking space stations up there and like going to a concert or something, or a football match, or under the sea, or you know what I mean? That's also VR's future. It's outside of gaming as well, which is, I think, it's going to flourish, mate. You know what I mean? Go on, Dan.
I was going to use the Raspberry Pi as an example. You can actually have a computer the size of a USB stick. Think about it.
Insane.
That is absolutely bonkers. And you can run Minecraft on that thing.
You can run Minecraft on it. Yeah, that was their big selling point, wasn't it?
It's just ridiculous how advanced we are getting now. I still think we're miles off self-driving cars, and I still think we're miles off flying vehicles and stuff like that. But
of course,
it's advancing at a scary pace.
It really is. It really is. I agree. It's kind of mental, actually.
But yes. Should we move on then, lads?
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on. Oh, actually, last thing. What was up? PlayStation, right? There's no web browser on the PS5. Does that bother you?
No. Who actually used it?
Hang on a second. Who's gonna?
Is that interview? Sorry, go back to that interview.
How are they going to watch Pornhub now?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Tweets are wrong.
I don't care. I don't care less about this.
I mean, I've got a web browser on my phone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On my computer, on my laptop, on my tablet.
It's a little bit frustrating.
Yeah.
But you've got most of the apps on there, the key essential apps like YouTube and stuff like that on there anyway. So I don't think this is a huge deal. It might be to some people, but
it's another one of those out of 100%, you've probably got like 15% who are actually probably bothered about that. But
yeah,
my mate uses the web browser on PS4, but it's not porn or anything. It's
I feel like it's a missed opportunity though, because it's like the new consoles again. They're about speeding up the process of load up times and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like that kind of missed an opportunity there, because the old consoles really took a long time to load up web pages and stuff like that.
The PS3, fucking Christ, man! Oh.
Yeah, the PS3 was terrible.
That was a joke at first. It's sound now, but the PS4 as well. It's like, wow, what is this?
Yeah,
but I mean, I get it.
So
it's probably
a bit of a missed opportunity. But,
yeah, they probably got the statistics to saying that not many people use the web browser, so we're not going to fucking bother putting one on.
Fair play.
Which is probably right, and I'm like, yeah, sound, whatever.
Yeah, it saves them having to develop things that no one uses.
Defo. Moving on, gentlemen. Now, here's one. Still on PlayStation. We were talking last week about Sony PlayStation being Japanese fucking buzzing and all that shit.
Yes, we talked about that, didn't we?
Right. Are you ready?
Go on.
Let me just find the fucking sentence I wanted to find. It'll be 2 seconds. Talk about Doom Souls or something.
So we talked roughly last week about the PlayStation 5 probably selling more in Japan than anywhere else.
I've done it again. I put the wrong article on the thing. Sorry, go on.
Usually just down to like it seems to be more popular over there. I don't know whether or not that's 100% true anymore. It was at one point, but we'll kind of. Have you found your article yet?
I found it. Don't worry. What I did, I pasted the wrong one next to the thing. We're here, right? You ready? Thank you, Bishop. Sony Japan has been sidelined from PlayStation 5's launch event, a new report claims. This is from Andy Robinson at VGC.
Has what, sorry? Say that again a little slower.
Sony Japan has been sidelined from PlayStation 5's launch, a new report claims.
Sidelined.
Sony's home territory of Japan has been sidelined in promotional planning for PlayStation 5 and seeing its development team slashed as the corporation places more importance to the US market. I'll translate that for you. They're focusing more on the US market as opposed to the Japanese.
Than the Japanese.
Maybe they think that's in the bag anyway and they don't need to bother. I don't know.
In which case, what I said last week was probably a load of baloney.
More eggs in that basket. Do you know what I mean?
I think what their idea would be is that they already know that it's going to sell in Japan. So it's why they're throwing their eggs in that basket.
Why they're throwing their resources to something that's
exactly
already going to be.
Maybe moving the money around.
Although I want to make a point about the article that you put on before. Looking at so the GameSpot one about some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Do you remember the whole marketing spiel about the PS5 having the fastest hard drive and whatnot?
I remember that. Yes, I know it. I think I know where you're going with this, but go on.
Yeah, the Series X has trounced the PS5's SSD in certain instances.
When it's loading,
absolutely trashed it.
When it loads,
we're talking 43 seconds for the Series X on Final Fantasy 15, whilst 110 on the PS5. That's an entire 20 seconds, nearly. That's nearly 30 seconds, in fact. So Sony have got their things wrong. Although for Bishop here, it has done a comparison of load times of the PS5 and the PS4.
That's what you wanted, Bish, mate.
That's what you wanted. So there's a list of things on that article.
Cool.
You're dead interested.
Cool.
What are we talking about? Sony Japan, right?
Load times.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we're saying that Sony are quite confident that the PlayStation 5 is going to sell in Japan, moving their marketing budget to the States, or they just want to push the States more because that's where most people.
What it seems
playing.
like, yes.
Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, that's what it seems like. I don't know. I don't know whether or not it'll pan out that way, but I suppose we'll see. There's only time will tell, really.
Jim Ryan, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO, last year said to VGC that it isn't becoming Americanized. Do you agree with him, or it doesn't help that, does it?
I don't know.
Because
I don't know what to say about this, actually.
I think this is one of those we'll wait and see kind of things, because with Dan, I forgot his name.
Jim
guy, Herman Hulst, thank you. He's head of PlayStation Worldwide Studios, and Jim Ryan is the CEO of Sony's Interactive Entertainment, and that sort of seems to be branching away from its Japanese heritage. I mean, like I said, it is probably going to be one of those wait and see kind of deals.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, we'll see about
sales mean everything in terms of this kind of conversation. Like until we know the sales, we can't really say whether or not it's working out for them in
apparently
in those places.
According to, because I remember in Japan the Switch has sold more than the PS4. By the way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have to check the numbers again. I've not checked it for about a year, but last time I checked, the Switch did sell more. Right. Apparently this is like a catalyst to the poor numbers in Japan. I mean, it probably means poor numbers compared to the States and Europe, because it's sold a fuck ton of consoles. You know what I mean? Dan.
Yes.
Anything to add on this before I move on?
Nah, not really.
Really? Right, I've got a BBC article for you, lads. Never thought I'd say that again.
BBC article.
2K Games, beg your pardon, Take-Two Interactive are umming and ahhing whether they're going to buy Codemasters, who make the Dirt games / Colin McRae games. Lads, I have a question.
Your question is?
Right, the deal values Codemasters at £739 million, and would you like to see Codemasters under Take-Two's umbrella, or wouldn't you give a fuck?
I don't know. I'm currently like Googling right now just to see what kind of games Codemasters actually made.
Basically, Dirt Rally and Formula One.
Dirt Rally.
The old Top Cut games.
Yeah. So I don't know they're in Warwickshire.
The Grid games, Overlord.
Oh, Grid as well, yeah. Basically racing games.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Operation Flashpoint, Dragon Rising, some very old Colin McRae games.
Codemasters don't do the F1 games, do they?
I think they do.
They do, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they did.
It says here they do. Do they need I mean, they seem to be doing all right. Would they need that financial backing, or with the new generation?
I don't know. I don't know whether this is the right move.
With more detailed vehicles and shit, they probably might need the extra financial boost to help that along. Do you know what I'm saying?
It is a bit of an odd move, I'll admit, personally. But I mean, if it's what helps them, then I suppose. And obviously, them as a business, they're the only people really that can specify whether or not they want to go ahead and do this. But for me personally, I don't know whether this is a thing that I'd probably go with. Personally.
I'm unsure. I thought Dirt Games did alright, do you know what I mean? And maybe it's just Take-Two just swinging the dick around and just like being like, oh, do you know what? We'll take you. We'll have that under our umbrella. We'll have this. We'll have that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, then again, go on. Sorry. Go on.
I was just going to say, it seems a very weird thing for them to actually recommend this, because at the moment they're trading at their highest in the last 5 years. Actually,
Codemasters, is it?
In terms of share price, yeah.
Yeah. It says go on.
On 6th of November, they were trading at £470 GBX, which is GB. So that's £4.70 a share. Is that?
Yeah, it says the buyout deal is worth £1.20 in cash and £3.65 in Take-Two shares for every Codemasters share. I don't know what that means, but that's in writing. Do you know?
I think what that essentially means is that Codemasters would get £1.20 of their own shares, but then £3.65 in Take-Two shares. So essentially, they would get shares in that business. So actually, they'd be trading at just over £4.85, which is just a little bit more than what they're worth.
Something like that. Sounds about right, mate.
Marginal.
Hey, Neckbeard.
Next in the house.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. Again, this is something that only really they can really decide whether it's right for them or not. If they feel like it's the right move, then that's great. Then that's fine for them. Then that's brilliant. The thing I will say is that
the right call. Do you know what I mean?
You've got game companies like Microsoft, big, massive, huge companies that are massively investing in game studios. So and it seems to be working out for them extremely well. So who knows? Who knows?
By the way, while we're on the subject, Take-Two, if you are watching, I'm more than happy to put a Take-Two logo in between me and Danny. You know what I'm saying? I'll sell out. I don't care. I'm joking. Moving on. The Medium's been delayed, gentlemen.
The Medium?
Yeah. That horror Xbox game. Do you remember it?
I don't remember it very well, no.
Not Scorn, the other one. when it's like a split thing.
I think I've seen this.
Yeah, it was on one of the Xbox showcases. It might have been on both of them. It's supposed to come out December 10th, but it's been pushed back to January 28th, which is another, like, fuck's sake, for Microsoft.
Oh, yes, I did see this, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
This is Gamatsu, Sal Romano's in the house. I mean...
It definitely looks interesting.
It looks interesting. It's another sting for the Series X, as it's not on PlayStation yet. Do you know what I mean?
Is this a Resident Evil contender, do you think?
Maybe, who knows? Hopefully. Resident Evil Village looks sick, by the way. But hopefully we'll do something. Yeah. Basically, they've released a statement. I'm not going to read it all. It just says COVID and that we're struggling to meet the deadline, which is fine.
Again,
do what
fine.
you need to do. keep everyone safe. You know what I mean?
At this point, we don't care if games take longer. Just get them to the standard that you want them to be.
Make sure everyone's chilling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's a shame because, like I said,
it is a shame.
Xbox Series S games are looking few and far between exclusive wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean that's coming to Steam as well, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I don't know who's put this on here. Is that you, Dan, or was it you, Bish?
Oh, it was me.
Bishop, go for it. I don't know what this is.
I didn't. To be honest, there really isn't that much on this. It's a Sony Global have announced a drone sort of project called Air Peak. And there really isn't much to it. That's all they've done. All they've done is just
it's a drone.
It's basically. Let me read this from the article. It says Air Peak will support the creativity of video creators to the fullest extent possible, aiming to contribute to the further development of the entertainment industry, as well as to improve efficiency and savings in various industries. Air Peak will also promote this project to enable drone use with the highest level of safety and reliability in all environments where this has been difficult in the past. Basically, it's just a drone project.
I'm in.
It's interesting.
I'm intrigued, mate. Yeah.
And it seems like they've got more video creators in mind, which is kind of interesting, and I quite like the idea. But there's not really much more information on it. It's just kind of
another one,
website.
Wait and see kind of thing, mate. I'm all for it.
It's just a website, and
I'm piqued my interest, mate. Don't you worry.
Launch trailer, and that's about it.
Dan, anything to add on the old Air Peak thing?
Not a lot to it.
You don't care.
Probably
you don't
not.
give a fuck, mate.
Just something to look at.
I was just going to. I've just found an article on Gamatsu, Sal Romano again. There has been an update from Take-Two about the Codemasters.
Has there? Go ahead,
yes,
mate. Lay it on us.
I'll put a link in
the article. We'll get it on screen. We'll have a chat.
So
where are you putting it? That's what she said.
I'm putting it in the Discord. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
So my maths is pretty good apparently. So Take-Two Interactive Software Inc. today confirmed an announcement made by the board Codemasters that the company has made a proposal to acquire the entire issued share capital of UK-based game publisher and developer Codemasters at a price of 485 pence, approximately $6.40 per share. A lot more bump, but apparently Codemasters have basically said that they are going to recommend unanimously that shareholders accept this offer. So
they're on board for this, yeah?
It sounds like that if they do say recommended, that Codemasters will probably likely merge with said Take-Two.
Fair play.
There you go. We'll obviously keep updated. Obviously, damn well. I'm just chilling. But that about wraps up the rundown today, gentlemen. You're buzzing. We have a debate, but I need Jam here, so I'm not going to do that today. Any unpopular opinions, gentlemen?
What you said you wanted to talk about? Rogue One, yes.
I have an unpopular opinion about Rogue One. It's not about the quality of the film. It's about slight spoilers. There is too much Darth Vader in Rogue One for my liking.
You reckon?
I just wanted to see that. Just that scene would have done where he just fucks shit up. That would have done. I don't need to see him topless and on that fucking thing. I don't need to see that. I don't care. So that's it.
Okay. All right.
I mean, agree, or you've not asked, or
I don't know.
Jam, shut up.
I was going to say, there's not that many scenes,
Yeah, I know, but I need to see less of him. It would have been better if it was less of him. You know I'm right. You could have argued this with me, Jam, but you chose to be a pro gamer instead, mate. Deal with it. I'm just going to delete your comments, mate. No, I'm not.
Let's do it.
Any unpopular opinions?
No, not
Oh,
really.
and Rogue One is the best original. Rogue One's the best Star Wars film since the good ones.
I would say Rogue One is better than the trilogy.
Yeah,
100%. It is so much better. But I will go off also on a whim and say The Mandalorian is better than all of that.
Jam, what would you say? Oh, R1 is great. Bishop.
R1 is great. Mandalorian's amazing.
Yeah.
No, I have no unpopular opinions today.
Any? Or was that it?
I do. I am going to set Bishop off on one.
Oh god, here we go.
Come on. Solo was okay. Another one. Solo was alright. It gets a lot of hate, but took 1 hour to sort it out a bit.
So my unpopular opinion is that I actually didn't mind the Mass Effect 3 ending. I didn't. I am got a lot of hate for it.
Go, Bishop.
Why?
Why?
So I agreed with you on the fact that the first hash of the endings was absolutely diabolical. But when they did the extended cut, I actually didn't mind the extended cut version.
The extended cut did absolutely nothing to improve the last part of that game.
It gave us hope.
It added 2 gigabytes of nothingness.
But all I'm going to say is it gave me hope that Shepard was still alive. That's all I cared about.
I don't know. The extended cut to me was just a complete waste of their resources and time. They didn't listen to their fans. They didn't listen to anything that the community was saying. They just straight up were like, no, this is the ending. You are having to deal with this. And then that's it. That's literally all they did. They just tried to patch it up with nothing. It was terrible.
I will say that they shouldn't have had to patch it in the first place, but as I said, the reason I enjoyed it was because it gave me hope that Shepard was still alive and that they might.
Is that the only reason you enjoyed it, Dan?
More.
Say that again, sorry, Jack.
Is that the only reason Dan enjoyed it? That Shepard could still be alive?
Yeah, it was for me.
Is that enough? Is that enough rope?
That's enough for me to go off and say, actually, there's a chance.
Okay, Jack, let me put this into perspective, right? So, Halo, Master Chief Collection, right? Okay?
Yeah.
Let's say the next Halo game, they kicked out and completely and utterly, let's say they killed off Master Chief.
Why would you do that?
Right? Why would you do that? That is the exact same comparison to Shepard. Shepard, it was that character. It was that character that you basically you started from the very beginning of the game as Shepard. You grew to love and care for that individual and the people around you. Mm-hmm. Also, the thing that was great about BioWare is that they had an amazing tendency to build on the different characters that you met along the way. Right?
Yeah. No, I like. Garrus and Rex
and then the very last 10 minutes of
what's
Mass
the girl
Effect
called
3,
with the blue thing on her face?
Tali.
That's her. She's cool.
Tali, yeah.
And then the last 10 minutes of Mass Effect 3, they decided to go, you know what? I don't fancy like having any of that development in the final finishing 10 minutes of the game, and they just went, just throw it all away. Throw it all away, just leave it, it's fine. And that was it. That was Mass Effect 3's ending in a nutshell. I know I'm so angry about this, but I don't know. There's just certain, I don't know, that ending to me just really, it frustrates me above all belief.
I'm gonna spoil the game-ish now. I've not played it, but I think I'm gonna potentially spoil it. Like, so from what I understand, one of the reasons why people didn't like Mass Effect 3 ending is because you get all these choices and all these options to do different things and different people, and they just sort of all don't matter what you picked, it sort of just come back
straight
around
into
and
the middle.
into one, which is why you need to play Bioshock Infinite.
I still need to play through those games.
I thought Mass Effect 3 when I played Bioshock Infinite. That's all I'm saying.
Fair play.
But I love Bioshock Infinite, and you can all.
To be fair, I watched a video on why Bioshock 3. So why Bioshock is so good, and I watched through all of the thing, and he basically explained about the whole story and how it all worked, and the audio logs and all that sort of stuff. And to be fair, mate, you are bob on that. That game does look absolutely amazing.
That's good.
I'm just imagining the mouse running its wheel in Jack's brain when that ending came up on Infinite, and it's just like, oh wow.
Oh fuck it, mate. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to potentially spoil it for anybody. But when it,
it's so funny. Today has literally just been reminiscing on old games.
I got all the shit in Bioshock game. I did it on 1999 mode. I got all that crap, and then, mate, I was fucking buzzing.
Right, we should stop talking now before we go any further. It's been an hour and 15 minutes, and we've still got a few more things to go through.
Yeah, fucking up, right. Forgotten gem time, Bishop.
Yes, my forgotten gem today is
Where's the video?
The original.
You've not posted it. Oh no, you have. Sorry, go on.
The original and the probably my personal favourite Tomb Raider game
you're off your head,
that ever released.
In
1996 this game released. This is a very, very old game now. And yeah, just genuinely all round.
96?
1996.
How old's that then?
Yeah. How old is that?
24.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Those graphics.
This game still, I love it. I still love it even to this day.
Do you actually?
And yeah, it's
I want to
incredible.
surprise you now, Bishop. I didn't like this game.
Why didn't you like this game?
It's just Yankee as shit, and I hated it.
Did you feel that way back then?
Yeah.
Fair play. Okay.
No,
if you feel that way, then that's fine.
No, I appreciate it because it's...
See, now this is the thing. Netbeard's just got it right on the nail right there. Okay, so one of the reasons why this game was so important to me in my childhood was that I used to play this in my living room with my family, and we used to solve puzzles together.
To be fair, I did play this with my uncle. To be fair, you're right.
Right, it's one of those games where you sit in the living room with your family and you try and work out puzzles together, and you know, God forbid you can't figure it out, and you eventually have to look up a walkthrough. But back then, walkthroughs really didn't exist. This
not really. They had a little
really
book with a magazine, maybe, but
like with some magazines and stuff that you could buy. But other than that, a lot of it was just figuring it all out for yourself, and it was just amazing fun. And I know a lot of this is definitely nostalgia because obviously this is my childhood pretty much. I don't know, personally, it was just a great game, and back then, it was one of the games that was kind of top in my kind of my library of games.
Well, it's still your favourite Tomb Raider game, yeah?
Say that again, sorry?
It's still your favourite Tomb Raider game?
I don't know. I mean, it's still the most nostalgic, definitely.
Yeah. I think it's on Steam, right?
It's still it's still definitely the most nostalgic, but yeah, the new ones for the Tomb Raider reboots are very good.
Yeah, because it got to a point where Tomb Raider was like, why can't we make this work? Why is it not? Why is it getting a bit stale and all that shit? And then Uncharted come out and it's like, okay, that's why. And then that's why the Tomb Raider reboots are like Uncharted. It's kind of gone full circle. It's kind of nice.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Where? 96, isn't it?
1996, yeah.
I was about to say, I remember playing that game as a child, and I actually had the original PlayStation controllers, not the DualShock, and not understanding anything with the D-pad. Because it was just, you couldn't be precise. You couldn't... You literally you moved in any direction.
Gaming really has moved on, hasn't it? Like it's amazing when you look back 24 years now, and you look at this game and you're like, yeah, you know what? Actually,
I'll openly admit that game was immense. It was very, very good
for its time.
I thought it was
£5.
I mean, just bear in mind, guys, I was 3 years old when this game released.
I was
5.
I'm not saying how old I was. 1996.
This is some very, very old nostalgia. Like, this is very early Bishop nostalgia. This is so. Yeah,
I'm all for it, mate. I'm all for it. You know what I mean?
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's on Steam. you can buy the Tomb Raider collection, which is a bundle on Steam, 50% off at the minute, and the 50% off it is £139 and 2 pence.
Jesus.
There you go. There's a lot of games there. That's not half price, by the way, but go and get that. Gentlemen, quickly, time for the quiz before we go.
Let's do it.
Jam, Neck, you're in on this. I don't have a theme today because I panicked and just watched a load of songs on the list.
Okay.
But I don't have a theme. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
But yeah, we'll work something out. I got 5 songs. Don't draw. It'll piss me off.
Whatever you do, do
not draw. I'll win it because I can't be able to find another song. If you need more volume in the chat, let me know. This is game 1. Let's have it. Let's just have it. Let's have it. It's not Prince of Persia, Jam. You're way off, by the way. A clue. I'll bring up a clue for you. This is quite tricky.
Indiana Jones?
No. It's an adventure game.
Is it a Lego game?
No.
Okay. Uncharted?
Not that kind of adventure game, the other kind, the point and clicky kind. It's not Krypton Raider. Developed by LucasArts.
Say that again, sorry.
Developed by LucasArts. Originally. Just had a remaster.
Okay. Just had a remaster.
Well, I say just. I mean,
is it Pirates Cove? Like, what's it called? You said it was a click game.
Point and clicky. I'm pretty sure it must be.
Monkey Island?
I mean, wait there. Let me just. You do. Right.
It does sound a bit Star Warsy.
Right.
Admittedly.
Was it by LucasArts?
Yeah.
Right. The gentleman that directed this game. Did he direct this game? Let me just have a look.
I've already said Indiana Jones, Jam.
Yeah.
Although apparently it was quite close.
The gentleman that directed this game also worked on Secret Monkey Island, both of them.
Right.
And he helped playtest Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the action game. Game came out in 1998. You can get it on pretty much anything.
Oh, it's not Lemons, is it?
Oh, no, you gimp.
Damn it!
Jam's saying Grim Fandango.
Grim Fandango. That actually could be right.
He's right.
Thanks, Game Pass.
Yeah. I know. Right, this is the next one.
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
Are you ready? What I've done, I've let the second song play as well, so that was a bit of the second song as well. Sorry about that. I forgot to loop it. Professionalism. Again, mate. Second song, let's go. Let me see when this game came out. Do you want the year this game came out? This one can get quite hard. 2012.
2012.
99% sure it's a PlayStation exclusive that's on PC. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Dragon Age? No.
Not Dragon Age, mate. Indie-ish game. Quite short.
Rubber. This could be anything.
It could. I'm sorry about this one.
Rings a bell, but oh man.
Game's about 5 minutes long. In fact, it's not Bastion. Jam. I said PlayStation exclusive. Jam knows I've got Bastion on Switch and Xbox as well, so I don't know why he's saying Bastion.
2012 exclusives that were PlayStation.
It's not Titanic, but you're close, mate.
Titanic.
Very popular, by the way. You'll know it. But this is hard because I wouldn't get this one.
You might have to give this one to us.
Do you want this? Does anyone have anything before I give away the answer?
This is killing me.
Just don't draw because I can't be able to find another song. I'll give you 5 seconds. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
I mean, Jam
no.
is right. Jam is right.
Can I guess it? Because I know what it is now. It's Journey. It's Journey.
Yeah,
well for God's sake. Of course it is.
Well done, Dan. Top of your head there. It's quite impressive, mate.
Jam. Thanks, Jam.
Quite impressive, mate. Quite impressive. Jam's for you now. Next game. Yeah, what's this? I'll accept the series. Slaps on it. Yeah. Know what I mean? Indie game came out. This one came out in 2015, but this is the sequel.
Far Cry Blood Dragon?
It is not Far Cry Blood Dragon, but you're in the right place. You're in the right sort of aesthetic-ish.
Yeah.
Hotline Miami?
Ooh. 2.
Done.
Yeah.
Come on.
2.
I'll accept.
Fair play.
Well done, Dan. Dan's taking the lead.
Good
Jam,
work,
you
yeah.
want, mate.
What the second game's called?
Don't draw, yeah? Nobody's drawing today. Next game. Horror game. Really?
Yeah.
It's not GTA.
What year?
Ha! 2002, but let me check. Might be 2001 actually. 2001.
Island Hill 2?
Daniel, let's go. Yeah, correct.
Fucking hell, Dan, you're crushing today. What's
Somebody
going
get
on?
the fire extinguisher because Dan is on fire. That is victory, by the way. But just for fun, and just to get Bishop on the board, because he'll get this next one, I want to go for it. You ready?
Go for it.
Bishop, what's this one, mate?
Mass Effect.
What? You know this, Bish. Don't annoy me. Oh, Bishop, I'm so disappointed. I'm saying Binding of Isaac, Bishop.
Yeah.
No, is he right?
It's one of the older tracks.
Sorry, I didn't know what I was doing. I gotta be honest with you, I just put Binding of Isaac theme in YouTube and just picked the top one.
Yeah, it's like one of the original Binding of Isaac soundtrack.
Jam's name can do one. But anyway, yeah, we'll do it after. That wraps the show up. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me on a busy Tuesday afternoon. I know you're extremely busy. I know, Bishop, you've got Binding of Isaac to stream 24/7, and I appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule, mate, to come with me. And Dan, thank you, good sir. You know, I appreciate it. Before we go, Jam saying what?
Champion.
I can't be. Take a bit longer to type, Jam. If you sat there now on his fucking touchscreen. Oh, Jam is probably not going to be on the next show as well because he'd be too busy being a pro gamer on the Elite Gaming Tournament Grand Finals victory. I'm sure he'll talk about, if he's on Thursday, I'm sure he'll fucking bore us all to sleep about that. But yes, we will see you Thursday. Okay, so you are Thursday. He's going to chat shit to us about it. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining. Everyone on YouTube watching, do the thing for me. I appreciate it very much. Subscribe, like, share with your friends. Tell me I'm wrong about Rogue One a day. But anyway, enough nonsense. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Keep it casual. Jam is a bell end. See you later. Bye bye, guys.